This is Fox 19 now.
You know, when it comes to eating healthy, eating a nutritious breakfast is paramount. But sometimes when you think you're making a healthy choice, you're not. Nutritionist Lauren Abel joining us this morning to clear up the confusion. It's just, when it comes to nutrition, people are incredibly confused, correct?
They are.
And honestly, all this is confusing.
It's information overload.
Yeah.
On the front cover, so really what you want to do is flip the product and look at the ingredients.
Okay, so let's start looking at the ingredients, and by that, you need to look at the nutrition labels. Okay, we're going to start with Cheerios and Cheerios protein. Most people would go to the Cheerios protein thinking it was healthier.
Absolutely they would. And the good thing is, protein is important in our diet. But if you look, it's got a boatload of sugar. So actually, buying this Cheerios product, the original plain product, is a much better, healthier choice. Throw some flax seeds, some chia seeds in there, and you'll get as much protein as this product without the sugar.
You know what the thing is there's a lot of stuff going on in this label. The first thing you zeroed in on was the sugar. 16 grams of sugar here and only 1 gram of sugar there. 16
grams of sugar is actually more than your kids' cereals.
Yeah, okay.
It's a lot of sugar.
So through all that, just zero in on the sugar.
Yes,
one of the things
we're going to look for.
Okay, let's take a look at Fiber One and Raisin Bran. A lot of people think that Raisin Bran is super healthy.
Yeah, now fiber is our friend.
Sure.
It's important. You got to have it every day. 25 grams for women, 38 for men.
Okay.
But the difference is this has 14 grams of fiber, 2 thumbs up. But this one has some fiber, but look at all the sugar. Again, 17 grams of sugar, Rob, in the Raisin Bran.
So this has 17 grams of sugar. This has 0 sugar when you looked at it on the screen just moments ago.
Yes.
Right?
So the key is this is better. A, it has way more fiber, and B, it has no sugar.
Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oatmeal versus flavored instant oatmeal.
Okay. Oatmeal, one of my all-time favorite breakfast foods, especially when it's cold. It's soothing, it's comforting.
It sticks with you.
It does. It's got a decent amount of fiber, 4 grams, and it has no sugar to speak of, and it's all natural. It's just oats, nothing else. This product has, look at how much sugar, 12 and 11 grams, depending on which flavor.
Oh.
So if you love your oatmeal, as I do, and you want something flavored, throw some ground cinnamon in there, or throw some pureed fruit or fresh fruit on top of the real plain oatmeal, and skip the flavored stuff.
And the other thing is that if you're looking for fiber, that has 4 grams of fiber. This only has 2 grams of fiber. That's surprising to me.
Yeah.
Why? Because of the process it goes through?
Processing.
Okay.
Because it's instant versus the whole.
Okay, so now Lauren's going to give you her best picks in terms of how you should start your day if you're starting your day with cereal, correct?
Correct.
Let's take a look at them. The first one you said, Quaker Oats.
My 2 top picks are Quaker Oats. We didn't talk about it, but shredded wheat, as long as you're not gluten intolerant, because, again, it's nothing but wheat.
So the thing is I hate oatmeal. I hate it. I won't eat it. I buy it. But this is a good substitute.
Outstanding.
Okay.
As long as you're not gluten intolerant.
Okay.
Then the runners-up would be the Fiber One and the Cheerios, because they're low in sugar and they're higher in fiber.
Okay, and a lot of people like to start their days with warm food. We're going to take a look at some of the warm foods you should stay away from and more healthy options for you coming up at 7:50, so in 25 minutes if you can stick around. Lauren, thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll send it over to Jessica.
Learn something new, Rob. All right, thanks. Here's
Earlier in the 7 o'clock hour, we showed you some cold cereal, what you thought was healthy, what wasn't healthy, and what you should get. Now we're taking a look at hot breakfast foods, because if you're anything like my father, he doesn't like cold food. Lauren Abel joining me again this morning. Once again, to stipulate, breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day, correct?
It's the most important meal of the day, but the key is to make it count.
Sure.
And eat it something healthy.
Okay. Let's take a look at waffles first. Now, we have 2 waffles we're going to put side by side. One is the Eggo whole wheat. The other is the Vans whole wheat.
Now, if you notice in the Eggo whole wheat, you've got enriched flour as your first ingredient behind the water.
Correct.
So technically, the whole wheat's way down here. So this is not as good a choice as the Vans, because if you notice, the organic whole wheat flour is the number
second
one ingredient behind the water.
And this one here is like, I don't know, the 6th ingredient after the water.
Yeah, because you got all this junk in the enriched flour.
Okay, let's talk about the Eggo blueberry waffle. Seems like a great choice, but that one there, the problem is down here, correct?
Sugar. So if you want some blueberries or other fruit with your morning waffle, get the plain waffle and then add fresh fruit or frozen fruit on top of it.
Okay, now if you love waffles and you need to eat them every morning or every so often, you have a top pick. Again, it's Vans. Why do you pick this one?
This one has truly the whole wheat flour as the main ingredient, so it's a better choice.
And the other thing is it has 5 grams of fiber, which is really good for waffles, correct?
It's wonderful, and it was also lower in sodium.
Okay, let's talk about now, if you're looking for breakfast sandwiches, because A lot of people like to get that. This is the Vita Egg. Why do you like this one?
I love this one because you'll notice the first two ingredients are egg whites and whole wheat flour. All natural ingredients. And if you look at the ingredients in this one, it's very healthy. It's an organic product. And I really like this one.
We talked about this earlier before. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening back here, but you should just look at a couple of key things. The one thing here is it's high in protein for only 120 calories.
Outstanding. And it's got some decent fiber. Look at the fiber. And
7 grams.
Yeah, it's low in sugar, and look at the sodium. 325 milligrams for a processed food product is fantastic.
Okay, let's talk about lean cuisine breakfast sandwich.
This would be my second choice.
This is your second choice?
Yes. And the reason it's my second choice is that it's higher in sodium and it's not quite as natural as the one we just talked about.
Okay, let's talk about this. I skipped over this accidentally. What about the Morningstar breakfast sandwich? Now, a lot of times when you see Morningstar, it's on the, it's in the health food section. Tell me about this one here. Is it healthy if I go here and grab it?
This was my mistake. This is my second choice. My only issue with the Morningstar is it's pretty high in sodium. It's low in sugar. It's got some decent fiber, 4 grams, but this one is, it's a little blurry, but you'll see that it's whole wheat flour.
Whole wheat flour.
Yes.
Always look for that.
Always, that's what you really want, whole wheat flour.
Okay, and I'm going to ask the people in the control room to skip to 3D. That is the Jimmy Dean breakfast sandwich.
Yes.
Tell me about that one.
This one is a little tricky. First of all, you've got sodium very, very high.
Yeah.
Remember, 1,500 milligrams of sodium is your recommended daily allowance for the day, so this is over half of that.
Okay.
The other issue is you notice it says it's got 0 trans fat.
Yeah.
Well, if you come down here, you will see the partially hydrogenated cottonseed and soybean oil. So legally, if a product has 0.5 gram of trans fat or less, it can say it's trans fat free. So the only way to know if it's got trans fat in it is to read the ingredients, and the key word is partially hydrogenated and some sort of oil.
And Lauren's pick for breakfast sandwich is Morningstar Farms, so make sure you look for that.
The Vita Egg is #1, Morningstar is #2.
All right, keep it right here as Fox 19 continues in a moment.